Okay, Dad. So this is a trade that I'm going to take that I'm working on right now. So in front of you are a variety of charts here on Walgreens. And so kind of like what I told you in a previous video, what I do is I draw these lines in where I think obvious support and resistance points are. If I expand this and let's just look at this 5-minute chart, you can see here's what Walgreens has done today. It made a big move up, blew through this line, got all the way up into that line, and then came back. So basically, what I did is I shorted it when it did that, and we'll see how this works because here it comes. It's coming back up or wanting to go back up, but I think that's the end of this move. So when I got in, I'm going to put in a stop up here above. The top of that was 67.06. I'll give it a few pennies above that and put it in at 67.09. And then what I think it'll do is it'll come back all the way. I'm going to look for it to come back to this line right here. That price is about 66.58. So I'm going to switch over now to my trading platform and see if we can make this a little bit bigger here. So here you can see I've got here's that same chart, just kind of a different view, but again you can see it went up, kind of poked up, and then kind of fell back down. So what I want to do is I'm going to put in that stop. We'll put in a line here. Whoops. I'll put in a line right up above here. And we'll make this bigger. For the day, you can see I'm up 74 cents. I'm in a couple of other trades. One's working, one's not. But over here, you can see I've got my stop losses. I'm in QCOM and I'm in United Healthcare. Long, I've got stops in there, so I'll move that back over here. On this screen here, see if we can make this a little bit bigger. You can see the trades that I'm in right now. So I'm in QCOM long. I'm down 97 cents on that. I'm in the trade on Walgreens WAG. I'm down 25 cents on that. United Healthcare, I'm long, and I'm up $1.96 on that one. We can take a look at some of those charts. So QCOM, why I bought it, Qualcomm, it ran up, it pulled back to support. So let's go back to this chart here and I'll show you what I mean. Sorry, that was QCOM. So QCOM had, you can see it ran up, got stuck under that line. It came all the way back down and got stopped by that lower line. And then it started to go up. So I went ahead and went long there, thinking it can get all the way back up here. This line, you can see it's held twice. So I've got a stop just below that. You can see doesn't look like it's going to work. On United Healthcare, same kind of principle. It went up, it pulled back, that line kind of stopped it, and then when it started to go higher, I went ahead and got long, and that one is working. On that one, I would have set the stop down here below that bar. So one's working, one's not. Let's go back to Walgreens. Walgreens is not breaking down the way I thought. It's kind of holding up, but that 67 price level up there looks like it's going to be resistance. So I'm going to set my stop on this. At 67.10. And you're not really going to see that on this chart. But you can see it here. I'm going to cover that short in Walgreens if it gets to 67.10. So this is the level 2. This is where you can see the bids and the asks on Walgreens. It's trading. That's my order to cover. But basically it's 66.85 on the bid, 66.86. So it's got to go about 25 cents higher in order for it to hit my stop. And I'll go ahead and put that back down here. And I'm going to put my trade manager. Well, we'll go ahead and leave that. Can I leave that? Yeah. Yeah, so I'll leave that there. So we see the 5-minute chart here of Walgreens. We'll just kind of follow that one. United Healthcare, what I do on my trading plan is the way I'm sizing everything. If I get to $4 gain, I'm going to take 1/3 of the position off. So 1/3 of the position, not 1/3 of 7 is obviously not an even number. We'll call it 2 shares if it gets there. But you can see United Healthcare working really well. That's good to see. Qualcomm, it's hanging in there, but it's just kind of trading sideways. It did this to me yesterday. It seemed like a good play, and then if I can back out, you can see, I mean, I tried playing it yesterday, and you can see how it just ended up going just sideways for hours. It was really, really annoying. Right now, Qualcomm doesn't look like it wants to go. Over on this side, right over in here, you can see this is what the market's been doing in the first 5 minutes. So this is the NASDAQ 100, and you can see that's grinding higher. You would think a stock like Qualcomm would also kind of follow and mirror that, but it right now isn't. So we'll kind of have to wait and see on that. Back to Walgreens. You know what? It's not breaking down the way I thought it would, but it hasn't hit my stop either. The longer it stays up here at the highs, the more likely it is that it's gonna hit my stop. It'll when you see a stock make a strong move and then stay up there, it means you had buyers pushing it all the way up here. My other chart, if we go back to Walgreens, said that this is where sellers were going to be, and yeah, they were there, but they're not really hanging around. They're not in a big hurry to knock this stock back down. So we'll kind of see what happens from there. All right, so that's where we're at. I'm going to pause it a little bit until we see something happening because we're at 10 minutes and I can only upload 15 minutes to YouTube at a time. So I will come back to you when we've got something to do. All right, bye. Okay, so here we are back with Walgreens. Where we left off, if it got up above this area, um, I'm out. Like I said, the longer that it stays up here, the better the odds it's actually going to go up and hit my stop. But I'm just going to have faith right now. You have to just believe that, you know what, that when it got up there, man, sellers came in and knocked it back down. But now you're finding, okay, bulls and bears, you got a pretty even number of buyers and sellers right in here. Are you going to get buyers to step in now, or are you going to get sellers to step in? Um, so I'm just kind of waiting to see what happens, or this could just sit there and just go dead sideways. Um, go through some of my other charts and see what's working and what's not. Disney, it went up, and when it started to sell and go down, I shorted at 79.59, so I waited. Um, I should have shorted it more up here, but I didn't. I waited, and it's not working again. I got my stop up here somewhere, but I think we'll see if it pulls down. Express Scripts. I shorted again, another scenario where it ran up, it pulled back, tried to go higher, couldn't take out that high, and started to roll over lower. So I'm short Express Scripts again. I got to stop up here over that high. The QCOM, doing what it did yesterday, just going dead sideways. I'm short City. Another one of those deals, big run, and then it got up there and just couldn't really hold it. Um, so I'm short here with a stop up here over the high of that day. And then Twitter, what I did with Twitter is it ran up, it pulled back, and then started to go higher. So I got in long right in here. And the stop is down here below, and so far that's working. So we'll go back to Walgreens, and we'll kind of we only have a couple of minutes left, so I'm going to pause this until we really see what's going to happen. Bye. Okay, so it looks like Walgreens might make an attempt here to take out my stop. It's you can see it's put in a green bar that's gotten above the high here of all of these bars, but not able to get up through that. So we'll see what's going to go. I only have about a minute and a half or so left on this. You can see for the day I'm only up 91 cents. Not a very exciting day. There it goes. It's trying to push through. My stop. Is at 67.10. It's at 67.06 right now. But I am sticking to my stop because my belief is that it's not going to go over the high. That's why I took the trade. But like I said, the longer it goes sideways like this, the more likely it is to go. So you know what I'm going to do actually is I will end up flipping and going long if it takes that out because it's probably even going to go higher. But that's it. I'm out of time. I'll let you know what happens. Bye.